What's up, Fortnite players and anime fans? Welcome to another video where you can watch me fail at Fortnite while I talk about some anime topics. Today, I'm going to discuss why I ended up dropping the Boruto series. To start off, I want to say that I give shonen anime a good chance before I decide to drop it. In my One Piece video, I said it took me about 50 plus episodes to get hooked. Usually before then, there is some interest point that gets me invested in a character. Mine was Nami during the Arlong arc. Boruto already had this going for it since I enjoyed its previous series, Naruto. It really didn't have to try that hard to keep me coming back week after week. Yet, at some point it failed. At some point it started feeling like a chore to click on that next episode, and I'm going to explain why. Before we delve into the series, let's talk about how soon it came out after Naruto. I know they probably didn't want to lose out on any of the big bucks Naruto was bringing in, but it was too soon. You have to give your viewers a chance to miss the series. As I mentioned before, most of Dragon Ball Super was not good. However, we missed it, so we kept tuning in. The same goes for The Legend of Korra. Big fans aren't going to not watch it simply because the hype died down. We love to feel nostalgic. Another reason I think they should have waited is because the premise of Boruto is watching kids grow up in a world without war. We, as viewers, didn't have that break like the characters, so it just seems odd and boring. Now, let's talk about the series. Starting off, they give you a flash forward into the future where it looked like some serious stuff is about to go down. I'm not a fan of this in anime or movies. It's like they're already telling you to stick through the boring part because something exciting will come eventually. Also, by the time Naruto was that age, it was well past 100 episodes in. That's a ridiculous amount of time to ask your viewers to wait. I'm also fully aware that it's a different writer, but I'm not going easy on it just because of that. I forgot to mention at this point the Boruto movie was out and showed up to the tuning exam, so any suspense of a character dying was already out the picture. The beginning half of the show was mostly Boruto claiming he is nothing like his father. The problem I have with this is I would rather him show us, not tell us. To me, besides him not wanting to be Hokage, the personalities are very similar, even down to the talk no jutsu. While I enjoyed the premise of growing up in a world without war, it really made the anime seem slow at times. A lot of episodes I felt like I was watching a slice of life anime that threw in some action, so the viewer didn't get bored. Whenever there was some conflict, it seemed minor compared to the previous anime had. I know that's the point, and I shouldn't compare the two, but it's a bit difficult whenever it starts airing right after the series finishes. It also seemed like they had to somehow nerf the power of the previous hero so it could give Boruto time to shine. Let's talk about the characters. Naruto pretty much made their characters relatable by giving them some tragic backstory. There weren't any real soul-crushing stories like this, so the main theme seemed to be around separating the kids from their parents. Whether it be trying to overcome their shadow or finishing their failed missions. I don't think you need a sad past to make a character likable. For instance, Chocho was my favorite character due to her personality and the way she handled things. She still had flaws, though, so it made her relatable. I actually like most of the characters more than Boruto. I'm not saying he was a terrible character, I just feel like the delivery wasn't there for most of his dislike for Naruto. The best they had was Naruto going back on his promise and missing out on one of his kids' birthdays. Another problem is, I feel like most of the time when the delivery hit strong was because we had the previous main characters in the mix. Usually this meant that the writing was done by the previous creator. The scene where Sari gets emotional, activates her Sharingan, and chases after her father only to be treated like an enemy is spectacular. However, this was the original creator's work. I feel like most of the fan base really only enjoyed the series whenever it included previous main characters. We finally catch up to the movie. The exams are over and Boruto gets some really good character development. The next big arc is a chase to bring Mitsuki back to the village. Sound familiar? Yeah, it's pretty much a copy and paste of Naruto going after Sasuke. Only with this, the fight scenes aren't as great. Seems to me like the new writer knows it's hard to distinguish between the two series, so he took a plot point from the previous and put his own spin on it. This is fine, but like I said, some of the emotional scenes fail to deliver or seem cliche, like the whole Garga not killing humans or not liking humans because his partner betrays him. I finally decided to drop it after Mitsuki betrayed Boruto because honestly, like the series pointed out, they weren't that close. Wasn't that invested because of this reason, so every episode felt like a chore to click on. I'll probably go back and marathon it if I run out of other stuff to watch, but it looks like this series will stay on the shelf. It came out too soon and failed to deliver on its story. On top of a lot of wasted episodes where nothing really happened. I hope I didn't trample over it too much. Let me know what you guys think about the series. Does it get better, or did you decide to drop it too? This was a really short video, but leave a like and subscribe, please. Thanks.
You just bad at math? You're dead.
Why is it taking so much health? Jesus Christ. Oh my gosh, I'm right there.
No.
Yeah. We did so